I think we need the Cannibal update. Do we have the Cannibal update music? Because I have been very concerned about cannibalism ever since Joe Biden brought it up. And I thought, it's cannibalism, we all thought it was over. But then again, we all thought the Soviet Union was over, right? We thought that threat was over. Cannibalism is real. And it's on display. And it involves, well, let me show you. Here is Nancy Pelosi involved in cannibalism on MSNBC.
And Joe Biden is doing that, created 9 million jobs in his term in office. Donald Trump has the worst record of job loss of any president. So we just have to make sure people know.
That was a global pandemic.
He had the worst record of any president. We've had other concerns in our country. If you want to be an apologist for Donald Trump, that may be your role, but it ain't mine. And he has the worst.
I don't think that anybody can accuse me of that.
But let me just say, as a Speaker of the House, we put forth a $3 trillion bill. $3 trillion of investment in communities and the rest, and that stimulates the economy.
Now, I don't know which one is in the pot here, which one's eating the other, but they are eating each other. So cannibalism, another update coming soon because it seems to be going around now, and that's a real problem. Now, let's go to Colombia because what happened there yesterday was definitely not an insurrection. Right, Stu?
Definitely not.
Nothing to see.
No insurrection there. No, not at all.
No,
that was just protesters, Glenn. Those are protesters peacefully protesting, mostly in favor of the rapists and murderers in Hamas. That's all. That's all that was.
Okay. Well, let me show you some things that happened. This is in a library in Virginia. Listen to that noise. The librarian, her head exploded immediately. She was like, shh. Riot police were there. They stormed and took over the library at the Virginia Commonwealth University in Richmond, Virginia. And they continued to talk out loud, not in whispers. And it was not good. Here is from UCLA, a Jewish student that is being blocked from using the main entrance.
I have my ID right here. I'm being blocked off, not by the security guard, but by you two. You three. Oh, look, they're making their burger while I'm going this way. Excuse me. This is what they do. Everybody, look at this. I'm a UCLA student. I deserve to go here. We pay tuition. This is our school. And they're not letting me walk in. My class is over there. I want to use that entrance. Well, I can't take it. Will you let me go in? This could be over in a second. Just let me and my friends go in to class.
We're not engaging in that.
Then you can move. Will you move?
We're not engaging in that.
Okay, we're going.
They're not engaging.
I'm going in. I have my hands up.
His hands are up.
I'm not hurting them. That's what they do. Everybody. You guys are promoting aggression. You guys are promoting hate. We're UCLA students. We deserve to be there.
True, but he's forgotten all the microaggressions. Stu, your thoughts?
Oh, well, I think we should give an award to the security guard who stands there and does absolutely nothing and allows them to block this person's progress as he's trying to go to class. That's just like, wow, he should get a Hamas award. Congratulations to him. That's completely unbelievable that they're allowing this to go on, and it's happening in campus after campus after campus.
Did you see the latest polls that Americans are for Israel by I think it's like 80%, something like that, for Israel?
I know. I was talking to somebody like, oh man, that's good to see, because you do see in the media a lot of times it feels like, I don't know, this is like some close call, and Americans are like, what is it, 75-25. In favor of Israel over Hamas. And I said, that's terrible. 75% of people, Israel over Hamas? Not even like a hidden, the Palestinian people or whatever they usually pitch. No, this is the actual recognized terrorist group was used in the poll. This should be 99-1. 75% sucks for that poll.
I guess I've just been beaten down so far. I'm just like, oh, that's good. 12 people in America are still for the Jews. Just a little beaten down by it, just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Do you see what the University of Florida said yesterday? That they're not going to tolerate it. They are not a preschool. You know the rules. You break them, you're out. Mm-hmm. Boy, I can't imagine living in that fascistic society of Florida. Can you imagine that? They hold you to the rules. You sign, when you signed up for school, you read the rule book. You're breaking the rules, you're out. Where everywhere else, they're negotiating with these people, And I just think negotiating with terrorists is such a smart idea. It's so today, so open-minded, so woke, so great. So one of the I think it was Northwestern negotiated to have Palestinians, come up and speak on campus. So they're gonna get some, I don't know, Hamas members. Why not? They did it with the Nazis. They literally did this exact same thing with the Nazis in the 1930s. Why should we expect a different outcome? It's the same kind of people, the same group of people. They're fine with that. Totally fine with that. By the way, Spielberg is now doing propaganda for Joe Biden. No, he's not. He's looking into ways. It's not propaganda. He's looking in ways to enhance the president's message and help that message get out, like Nancy Pelosi just did. I love that. She was shocked when somebody in the media turned around and said, it was a pandemic. But that's what everybody says. Play that again. This is what everybody says to their television when they hear that stat. Everybody says that.
And Joe Biden is doing that, created 9 million jobs in his term in office. Donald Trump has the worst record of job loss of any president. So we just have to make sure people know.
That was a global pandemic.
He had the worst record of any president. We've had other concerns in our country. If you want to be an apologist for Donald Trump, that may be your role, but it ain't mine.
And she doesn't have any real comeback for it.
No.
She has never been challenged on that.
She's literally stunned in that moment that someone would point out to her the most obvious thing in the world that every single voter understands. And this is showing up in the polls like crazy, that people don't even look at the pandemic as part of Trump's economy. They don't judge it that way. They look at it and they say, well, it was doing really well before this really terrible thing that happened. Obviously a lot of jobs were lost, and obviously American people wound coming back to work after it was over, and Biden's trying to take credit for all that. And what the most fascinating part about this is, if you're going to criticize Trump on his performance in the economy when it comes to the pandemic, you're going to hit him on the shutdowns, right? Like, he was in favor of the shutdowns early, which, okay, I think that's a fair criticism. Certainly from the right, it's a fair criticism. However, the Democrats supported every single one of those policies and tried to drag out the shutdowns for another year and a half after Trump stopped supporting them. So there's absolutely no argument whatsoever. Everybody knows, everyone remembers COVID-19. Everyone remembers the period. Everyone remembers being told they couldn't go to work anymore for a few months. Everybody remembers this. And the fact that they keep trying to pitch this is so insultingly stupid that Katy Tour can't even let it happen on MSNBC. And she's called a Trump apologist for it.
Yeah, she's Katy Tour. She's not a conservative.
No.
She's not even anywhere close to that.
She can't stand Donald Trump. She can't stand him. She's just, she's
fair
embarrassed.
Is not even a word.
She's embarrassed by the point that Nancy Pelosi is making. She feels the internal pull to, she has to point it out. It's such a stupid point. And I feel like I actually, Glenn, have a bit of sympathy for certain Democrats in these moments where, like, Katy Tour, who's obviously no conservative, is like, what do you mean a Trump apologist? Look at my record. I've done nothing but bash Trump for years and years and years and years. The same thing with Joe Biden. He's being criticized as Genocide Joe. He's done so much to hurt the Jews. Why are you? He's done so much to ruin their ability to kill terrorists and stop their people from being raped. He's done so much. He's contributed so much to this cause, and these protesters won't give him credit for it.
I personally think that this is Genocide Joe. It's better to call him Genocide Joe from our side than their side. He's been funding the Iranians who wanted genocide on all the Jews.
Yes.
I mean, he is Genocide Joe. They're just mixed up on who he wants to help kill. By the way, this is what you would call propaganda. What happened on MSNBC with Nancy Pelosi is propaganda. And she was shocked that there was somebody supposedly on her side that would not play the game.